welcome back to Red Ted Art. Guess who we have for you today? Yes, it's the piggy from Minecraft. Really simple corner bookmark, fits on the corner of your book. Let's have a quick look and have a look if I could get the camera to focus. There we go. Stick it in the corner, obviously on the inside, and there you have your piggy. Now, I've made this little guy because you guys were so excited about Creeper and you asked more, please, that I decided that it was about time to make the piggy. So if you like the piggy and you haven't seen the Creeper yet, go and take a look. I'm going to link him in the iCards as well as down below. And see how we made this guy. Really simple, really easy. So let's make the piggy. What you'll need is some pink paper, a little bit of brown, a little bit of white, and a little bit of black. And you can see I've already used that to mark some things on it, but we'll do that in a minute. Also, it's helpful to have a ruler. My paper here, sorry, just so you know, this is going to be 15 centimeters by 15. It's half of A4. And I also use my rulers as a guide to create my little tiny squares. I've also got some glue stick and of course some scissors. And you can use a pen, optional, but you don't have to use it. So, way to start is you bring this corner up over here, like so. You cut along the line. You will need this piece of paper, so keep it handy. And you make your basic bookmark. So to do that, if you haven't seen all my other millions of bookmarks here on Red Ted Art, you bring this corner up. And then you bring this corner up. Seriously, I have about 50 different bookmark corner designs for you to check out. So do have a look at those. Then you open it. Bring one of the two flaps down, and actually let's have Piggy out so you can take a look at him, and then tuck this in. Same with this one, tuck it in. Here we go. Now, when you decorate your bookmark corner, be careful where this corner here is. This is the bookmark, so this is where it fits. So if you want it at the bottom of your book, you want to decorate it looking like this. I always think it's nice at the top of the book, so you have to decorate it that way. Now, here we go. Now we need to create these little pixels. Do watch the Creeper bookmark, because in the Creeper bookmark, I show you how to kind of get these squares and half rectangles and mini squares that are roughly all the same size by using my ruler as a guide. And it makes it much easier, oopsie, I think. But in essence, all you have to do is use your ruler, mark it along the bottom. I should have brought a pencil, but I forgot. I did this last time as well. Mark it across. Right, and this gives you a square. I'm going to start with the nose, as you can tell. Now don't worry that there's a line there, because to be honest, with the nose, I did want a little bit of a line, because I think it's good to lift it off the pink, because pink against pink isn't a very strong contrast. So you need, for the nose, so this is essentially, this square is 4 pixels by 4 pixels, and the nose of the piggy is only 3 pixels by 4 pixels. So I use one of my other lines as a guide, and I cut across to make it into, because this is 1 pixel wide, so I cut across to make it, to reduce it by pixel row. So this is your basic nose. Because obviously, as you know, Minecraft works in pixels. And I do the outline just because pink on pink I think doesn't show so well. It does actually look all right if it's just pink, but I quite like the little bit extra. Now you need a 1 by 1 pixel brown nose. So again, I take my little guide, which is like this one, and I bring it to the edge, like so. Cut straight across, like so. So now I have a 1 by 4. Let's just tidy that up, that's not quite straight. A 1 by 4, if I fold it in half, that gives me a 1 by 2. And then if I fold it in half again, oh actually this isn't very neat. Let's cut it like this. I'm going to actually cut it down to get it into a one by one. Let's just check if that looks right. Does that look right? I think it's a bit big. Here's me trying to show you how to be super accurate, and then you see how actually I fudge it anyway. Ha ha. I'm such a cheat, aren't I? There we go, that's better. The cutting down the pixels does work quite well if you're super neat. If you're like me, a bit of cheating is always all right. So I've got this is my one by one. You just get a little bit of glue, position it roughly. I think I got that one more accurate. This looks a bit small, doesn't it? But to be honest, I think your bookmark will still look great. So there we go. Where did that grow? Little dot appear from? A bit of glue. Here we go. That's the nose. Now let's get the eye in. So again, I've got my one by one. This is a bit fat, wasn't it? I'm going to cut the edge of the paper. And I'm going to cut this in half. Like so. So that's the one eye and the other eye. And now I'm going to take this black piece, also cut it in half. Like I say, you can draw these, to be honest. I quite like the paper because it gives it a really neat look. Here we go. Let's just check that they look all right size-wise. I think so. I might have to trim it a little bit once I've glued it on, but that's okay. You see, I need to trim the top. This is the thing, isn't it, with a live video, well, not live video, because I'm obviously not live, but this is the thing with a video. I do these as a practice run, and I make the first one, and I sit at my desk, and it's super neat, and then you do it on a video, you're not nowhere near as neat, and then it doesn't work as well, but it still looks nice. I think that's the thing about crafts. Even if it's not perfect, you should just carry on and persevere, and I think you'll look good. Now, so I've got all my little bits for the pig. Make some space. The corner goes up. I need to position the piggy nose. So with the pig, I think it's a little bit lower down. I think if I position it here, it's fine. I like that. I haven't counted exact pixels. I haven't divided the page up exactly because you might have a slightly different size paper. Here we go. So I just make it look about right, so it looks pixelated. So here's the nose, and then this is a bit lower than that one, but it doesn't matter. Put one eye in. Now, if you look at the pattern, technically the pig's eye should go right to the edge and right to there, but again, it's not exact. It just has to look the part. I think these are so cute. Here we go. Piggy is done. Isn't he lovely? Wink, wink. I do like the piggies. I think they're super easy, super fun. Like you say, or like you see, you don't have to have them super perfect. They can still look really good. Don't forget, we've also got Creeper for you to look at. So that's 2 different Minecrafts. If you want more Minecraft, you have to like, comment and link below type business. 500 likes on the piggy, and I'm thinking about doing the sheep next, not sure. Anyway, leave me a comment below, tell me which Minecraft you'd like to see next, get me 500 likes on the piggy, and we'll see what we can do. In the meantime, happy crafting and see you here again soon. Bye.